Welcome to another edition of Ask Snappy. I'm Abhinav Girdhar, founder of Appy Pie. Today's question comes from Samantha from London, United Kingdom, and she owns an internet marketing agency. And she wishes to get more inquiries and mention all the services on an iPhone app. And she wonders if she could use Appy Pie to create an iPhone app. Yes, Samantha, to create your iPhone app, simply go to Appy Pie's app builder. Click on the Get Started button from there. The first step is you need to enter your business name. So whatever your internet marketing agency's name is, you need to type it in there. You need to hit the next button and choose the most appropriate category for yourself. So I'm assuming in your case, it'll be online business. Once you have chosen the next category, you need to now choose the best color theme option that you like that resonates with your brand. Once you have chosen the color theme that best suits your brand, you need to now choose the iPhone option on the next screen. The system would prompt you to first create an account. Once you have created your account, the system would take you to the design customization section of your app. You can add your app icon or app splash screen or app background at this stage, or you can also do it later. So you need to click on Save and Next. Now you will be able to test your app on iPhone. To test your app on iPhone, you simply need to scan the QR code. So simply open the camera of your iPhone, scan the QR code. You will see there will be a pop-up that will be coming on the top of your app. That's a Safari pop-up. Simply tap on that and it'll open it on a Safari browser. On a Safari browser, you'll see there'll be two steps. Step one is the Get Test Flight. So let's first install the Test Flight app. You'll see just below the button, there is View in App Store. Click on that button. It'll take you to the App Store. Now simply follow the steps and install the Test Flight app. And once you have installed the app, you would also need to give the required permissions to the Test Flight app. Awesome. So the first step has now been completed. Now, either we need to go back to the Safari browser, or you can simply open the camera of your iPhone again and scan the QR code again. Either of the steps would work. So as you would see it on your Safari browser, the second step is join the beta. And there is a call to action which says Start Testing. You need to click on Start Testing. Once you click on that Start Testing button, you will see Appy Pie's testing app, which goes by App Test Lab, would start installing on your Test Flight app. Once the app is fully installed, the Test Flight app, you need to click on the open icon from the Test Flight. Now what you need to do to test your app is simply enter the email ID, the registered email ID that you have used to create an app on Appy Pie's platform on the App Test Lab app. So once your registered email ID is entered, you need to click on Start Testing. Once you click on Start Testing, you will see the app would open up for you and you are able to test your app.
Click on Start Editing to add an About Us page to your app. If you see the About Us page is already added to your app, click on it. If not, click on View All, search for About Us, and click on the page to add it to your app. The existing app users can add the app About Us page into their app in exactly the same way. Now let's take a look at all you can do with the newly added About Us page. This is your page name. If you want, you can change it to fit your needs. From here, you can change your page icon. You can select a solid or outlined icon, or you can even set an image from our library or your own custom image as your icon image. You can even upload two different images for your mobile app and website. Let's move on to Contact section now. Enter your description of your organization here. From this section, you can add your company's stakeholder profiles, enter designations, provide names. From here, you can upload the profile image and give a short description of each. And you can even add personal website, blog URL, phone numbers, email addresses, and Skype ID of the stakeholder Next, click on Add More button to add multiple profiles. From here, you can permanently delete the stakeholder profile. Next, enter the foundation year of your organization. Talk about your company's mission here. And here you can enter your company's vision. From here, you can delete the field. Next comes awards. Here you can briefly talk about the awards and recognition your company has achieved. Click on the Add More button and add multiple fields. From here you can delete the field. Next comes business hours. Select your business hours here. Click on Add to multiple timings. If you want to continue with the same timings for every day of the week, check this box here. Check this box to show business hours in a 24-hour format. If your organization operates 24/7, you can check this box here. Now let's move on to the page style and color scheme. From here you can change the app page background. If you want, you can choose a background image from our library or go with solid colors as the background. You can even upload your own custom image from here. If you want, you can use the same image for both portrait and landscape modes, or upload a different for each. In addition, you can even change the page layout from here. If you want, you can also change the page elements to include color, font style, font size, and indent from this section. Check this box if you want to hide the borders. Once done, click on Save and Continue.
Now let's add the page. Click on View All here and search Contact. Click on the page to add it. Here's your contact page name. If you want, you can change it. From here, you can change the page icon. If you want, you can select a solid outline icon or image from our library, or upload your own custom icon image from this section. Now let's move to the content section now. First comes name field. Here you can add the name of the person. From here you can change the icon of the name field. If you want, you can select icon from our library or upload your own custom icon. Next comes phone number field. From here you can change its icon. From here you can select the country code. Now enter the phone number here. If you want to add multiple phone numbers, click on Add More button. From here you can delete the phone number field. Now comes What's Up field. From here you can change its icon. From here you can select the country code. Now enter the What's Up number here. If you want to add What's Up numbers, click on Add More button. From here you can delete the What's Up field. Next comes SMS field. From here you can change its icon. Now select the country code and add the phone number. Here you can enter the automated SMS text. Click on Add More button to add multiple SMS fields. From here you can delete the SMS field. Next comes email. If you want its icon, you can do it from here. Enter the email address. Click on Add More button to add multiple emails. From here you can delete the email field. In the similar way, you can add Skype ID. Next comes address field. If you want, you can enter your mailing address manually or by using latitude and longitude option. Next comes website field. Here you can add your website address. Click on Add More button to add multiple websites. Let's move on to advanced settings now. Here you set Twilio account for SMS. Next comes language settings. Here you will see all the alert messages being displayed on your contact page. If you want, you can edit or update them. Click on this icon to hide this page. From here you can enable login on your contact page. Here's your page URL. You can copy it from here. From here you can manage the SEO of your page. Now comes page style and color scheme. From here you can change the page background. If you want, you can select an image from our library, or select a solid icon, or upload your own custom image from here. If that's not enough, you can also upload different custom images for both portrait and landscape mode, or use the same for both modes. You can even change the page layout from here. If you want, you can also change page elements, color, font style, font size, and indent. Once you are done, click on Save and Continue to finish creating your app. Go to My Features section on Creator Software. You will see a lock icon on the top. Click on it. Here you will see the option of Apply Global Logging. Turn on the toggle to enable the global logging into your app. Next come Login Sign Up tab. Here you can see the fields required for signing up or logging into your app. If you want, you can add more fields by clicking on Add New Field. In Advanced Settings, you can enable or disable Facebook login, CAPTCHA, and Touch ID. In Page Style and Color Scheme, you can change the background and layout of the login sign-up page. From Payment Method section, you can add a payment mode to Login Sign-up section. Next comes Language Settings. Here you will see all the text appearing on your login sign-up page. If you want, you can change it from here. Next up, Terms and Conditions. From here you can change Add a Disclaimer, Enable Rate and Share option. Change or update the Terms of Use, Privacy Policy, and Cookies Policy. Once you have finished, click on Save and Continue. We'll show you how to enable voice login into your app. Let's see how it's done. Go to My Features section on Creator Software. Select the page for which you want to enable page-wise logging. In the Page Info section, you will see a lock icon right at the top, above the page name. Click on the lock icon to enable page-wise logging on the page. If you want to enable page-wise logging for multiple pages in one go, click on the lock icon present at the top. Here you will see all the pages appearing in your app. Just turn on the toggle to enable page-wise logging on that particular app page. Once you have finished, click on Save and Continue. First of all, add one touch page into your app. You can enable one-touch phone call service by providing your phone number and country code. So once app users tap on one touch page, it will initiate a call to your number. Or you can enable one touch email service by providing your email ID, email header, and predefined email content. So once app users tap on one touch page, it will open native email with your email and predefined text. Just to inform you, one-touch feature is not supported in simulation mode, as it requires native phone API integration, but it should work seamlessly on the mobile device. Once done, click on Save and Finish. Now let's add the page. Click on View All here and search Testimonials. Click on the page to add it. Here's your Testimonials page. If you want, you can change it. From here you can change the page icon. If you want, you can select a solid outline, icon, or image from our library, or upload your own custom icon image from this section. Now let's move to Content section. Here you can upload customer's image. In the name field, enter the name of the customer. Now enter his/her review in the comment field. Click on Add More Testimonials to add multiple clients' testimonials. From here you can delete the testimonial. Now let's move to Page Style and Color Scheme. From here you can change the page background. If you want, you can select a background image or solid color from our library, or upload your own custom background image. If that's not enough, you can also upload different custom images for both portrait and landscape mode, or use the same for both modes. If you want, you can also change the page layout from here. Now let's move to Advanced Elements Customization section. From here you can change the page elements color, font style, font size, and indent. If you want, you can even hide border from here. Once you're done, click on Save and Continue.
So I'm assuming you're an iPhone user who has already created his app and are now on the screen to test your app. Perfect. So the first step for you is to scan that QR code. And the best thing about an iPhone is the QR code reader is already built into your camera. So simply open the camera of your iPhone, scan the QR code. You will see there'll be a pop-up that will be coming on the top of your app. That's a Safari pop-up. Simply tap on that and it'll open it on a Safari browser. On a Safari browser, you'll see there'll be two steps. Step one is the Get Test Flight. So let's first install the Test Flight app. You'll see just below the button, there is View in App Store. Click on that button. It'll take you to the App Store. Now simply follow the steps and install the Test Flight app. And once you have installed the app, you would also need to give the required permissions to the Test Flight app. Awesome. So the first step has now been completed. Now, either we need to go back to the Safari browser, or you can simply open the camera of your iPhone again and scan the QR code again. Either of the steps would work. So as you would see it on your Safari browser, the second step is join the beta. And there is a call to action which says start testing. You need to click on start testing now. Once you click on that start testing button, you will see Appy Pie's testing app, which goes by App Test Lab, would start installing on your Test Flight app. Once the app is fully installed, the Test Flight app, you need to click on the open icon from the Test Flight. Now what you need to do to test your app is simply enter the email ID, the registered email ID that you have used to create an app on Appy Pie's platform on the App Test Lab app. So once your registered email ID is entered, you need to click on Start Testing. Once you click on Start Testing, you will see the app would open up for you and you are able to test your app. So if you're happy with the end results, we can help you publish your app on the App Store. So simply scroll down and you'll see various means with which you can reach out to Appy Pie support team. You can call us, you can raise a ticket, and you can also speak to our real-time chat executives who can assist you in getting that Test Flight app installed. Along with that, help you test your app. Firstly, I would like to thank you for creating your Android app with Appy Pie. As you are on the testing screen, so I'm assuming you are wanting to test your Android version of your app. So you don't have to be fretting right now, because testing your app on your Android device is very simple. What you simply need to do is scan that QR code with your Android device. If you do not have a QR code scanner on your app, simply go to Google Play and download a QR code scanner app. You also have the option to send this link to yourself using an SMS. You also have the option to send it to yourself as an email if the QR code option is not the best option for you. So we provide all these three options for you to basically first test your app. So once you scan the QR code, what essentially happens is your APK or the binary wants to execute and get downloaded on your phone. However, because you have not enabled unknown sources, so you need to first do that. Simply go into the security, then settings, and enable unknown sources. Once you have enabled the unknown sources option from the security, the download process will start. But you will see a message on the screen as a pop-up which would state this particular file might harm your device. You don't have to be concerned about that, primarily because you are not actually downloading an app from Google Play. That is the reason that message is coming. So you can go ahead with that process and you'll see the app would start downloading. Once the APK file has successfully downloaded on your device, you'll see a top push notification on your screen. You simply need to tap that notification and you'll see a button at the bottom of your screen which says install. You click on the install button and the installation process would start. After a few seconds, once the installation is complete, the button that was installed would change to open. You simply need to click on that open icon and you'll be able to view and test your app. And you can now go to the edit section of your app make any changes to your app, and the changes would reflect on the app on the fly. To publish your app on Google Play and iTunes, you need to first create developer accounts with Google Play and iTunes both. And in terms of the cost implications, to create an account as a developer with Google, they charge you $25. Once you have created this account, you can publish as many apps as you want. So you're not restricted to just one app. And it's just one-time lifetime fee of $25. So just go ahead and actually pay that, and then you can start submitting your apps on Google Play and get them published as well. And in terms of the cost, Apple charges you $99 a year. So each year you need to renew this account, but the good thing is, again, you can publish as many apps as you want. However, there is a caveat here. You cannot replicate the exact same apps and keep on publishing them to Apple because they'll reject it. You need to make sure that the apps are all unique in nature. Now let's come to the technical part of what do you need to publish your app on Google Play and iTunes. So most importantly, you would need your app binary files, which is APK for Google. On top of that, you would also need your app icon. You would also need your app splash screen. So once you have your app binary, you can simply go into Google's developer account and submit your app, and it can be published. And normally Google takes somewhere from 2 to 24 hours to get your app live on the App Store. Now, when we talk about iTunes, the process is a little bit more complicated in generating an IPA, because you would need to first take your certificate, then sign the certificate, then take the IPA, upload the app binary along with the splash screens and the app icon. Once you have done that, then there is a manual review process, and it could take anywhere from 2 to 7 days before Apple comes back to you with the response. And then each time they get back to you with the response, you need to ensure that all the problems that they've mentioned, you need to resolve them, and eventually the app goes live. But the process is a little bit more tedious, and it takes anywhere from 2 days to a month to get your app published on iTunes. In the description of this edition, we have added step-by-step notes to get your app published on Google Play and iTunes. And not only that, we have also added the links that assist you step-by-step again to get a developer account created on Google Play and on iTunes. Now comes the fun part. So if you are one of the users who have created an app using Appy Pie, then we have a dedicated submission team to get your app published on Google Play and iTunes. And not only that, we do weekly webinars on which you can register and see how one of our specialists is taking you through all the steps of publishing your app on Google Play and iTunes and getting it